So now we're looking at the mode. The mode is the number that occurs the most. Easy recognisable because MO mode, MO most. Yeah, most mode. It's the number that occurs the most often. Now in this case, you don't particularly need to put them in order. You don't particularly need to do that. You're just looking for the number that occurs any more often than any other number. In this sequence here, it's the number 21. 1, 2, 3 times, okay? Personally, I like to put them in order. Purely and simply because if you've got a set of numbers that look like that, it's pretty difficult to sift your way through them and see which number occurs the most often. So I like to put them in order. And once you put them in order, because as you're doing that you cross them off there, you can see there that 23 appears 4 times. So the mode in that set of sequence of numbers is 23. Okay? And that's the mode, 23. The mode isn't a fantastic representation of an average, purely and simply because it can be really one-sided. Let's say, for example, it wasn't 23 there. Let's say it was 56. Let's say 56 appeared 4 times. 56, 56, 56. That's not a good representation of the average of those numbers because it's all at the far end. So the mode, if you're ever asked to use it as a representation of an average, and it says, is it a good representation? The answer is more often than not going to be no. Okay. It's also referred to as modal. Okay. Remember, the mode will be the item and not the frequency. Can you have more than one mode? Of course you can. And those are called bimodal or multimodal. So in this instance here, in this set of sequence of numbers, we've got 3 3s there, 3 3 3, and 3 6s. That's bimodal, 2 modes, 3 and 6. Okay, so you can have 2. You can have more than 2. Okay, is it popular in the exam that? No, it's not. Okay, normally it's just one mode that you're going to get in the exam. Okay, can you have no mode? Yes, of course. And then the answer will be, there is no mode. Okay? If there's not a number that occurs any more than any other number, there's no mode. Okay? So we're going to go back to this word here now, this modal word. Okay? It means the same thing, it means modal. But what it doesn't actually mean is the number, it means the item. Okay? So Theo did a survey of the colour of cars passing his house. The cars were only red, black, silver or blue. The chart shows the number of red cars, the number of black cars and the number of silver cars. Obviously not telling you how many blue cars there are. The total number of cars is 25. Work out the number of blue cars. Okay, so how many blue cars were there? Can you see these numbers on this side? They're not dead clear, to be honest. Have I got a piece of paper?
I'm like squinting here.
Yeah. Let me get a ruler.
I can't figure it out.
5 and 9.
They've not printed out very. It's difficult on the screen. Let me get a ruler. I'll just demonstrate. So red is 7.
Yeah.
Black is 5. Silver is 9. Yeah, 9. So how many blue cars are there going to be?
4.
4? 4. Yeah? Write down the mode, or write down the modal number of cars. So remember, it's not the number, it's the item. What's the most popular colour of car?
Silver.
Silver. Because it's the bigger, the more cars. So it's the modal. Yeah? The number isn't 9. It's silver. Yeah? That's the answer. That's the answer. So those are the kind of styles of questions. Because mode is dead easy, that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to give you a little bit more in the question where you've got to think to yourself, well, yeah, the mode is 9 because it's the number that occurs the most often, but it's actually silver cars because the most number of cars are silver. Yeah. Let's look at one more example. John is doing a survey on the speed of cars passing through his village. He records this information in a table. There it is. 30 mile an hour, 31, 32, etc. up to 36. 17 cars went past at 30 mile an hour. Da-da-da. John's friend Tom said that the most common speed is 33 miles per hour and less. John disagrees. What is the modal speed? It's 35. Because 29 cars went past at 35 mile an hour. Yeah? 29 cars went past at 39 miles an hour. Okay, there it is. 35. Fairly straightforward. Mode's quite easy. Mode's quite easy. Yeah? It's just the number that occurs the most often. Alrighty? Fairly straightforward. Yeah, fairly straightforward. So let's look at the next topic then, which is going to be mean.